Everybody, Wendy here, Lolly Jolly Crafts, and today we're going to make something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So we're going to make a little ballerina dress using this headband. Okay, now I've got it put on this tin of coffee, it's a big tin, because it's easier to add the tulle to. So, and I'm also going to use, this is just my one of my cutting plates, embossing plate for my die cutting machine. So this is an A4 size, so because what we want is around about, I mean this is going to be A4 size is 8 by 11.5 I think, so I'm not too worried about the half bit or the 1.5 extra inches, because I can trim off anything that's I think is too long. So what you need to do to start off with, in order, I mean this end bit here is a bit wrinkly, so actually what I might do is just cut this wrinkly bit off so it's a lot easier. Just cut this bit off. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I want to wrap this around this embossing folder, because I want all the pieces that I want to add to the little dress to be the same length. So I'm going to, and I know this is going to be really difficult for you guys to see, so I have tried to move my camera so it's at a bit of a better angle so you can see a bit better. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm just, I mean it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, so I'm just gonna wrap this around, and the more you wrap it the easier it will get. Okay, so try and keep it all in on this piece of you can use cardboard, you don't have to use this, it was just, I had this, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll use that, that'll make it easier. So now I have ordered some wider headbands, so, and I have ordered some more tulle as well, because I did want to do this in pink and white, but I'm sure I had some white tulle, but anyway, but I'm a pink girl anyway, so it's no biggie. So, and I had a pink and a white headband. The headband I got from Fiona at Jennings Crafts Boutique, so I know she's got some left. So, and I'm going to use my bow maker to make a lovely big bow, pink bow to go on this. So I'm just doing this, just wrapping it. Now I had a look online at how to sort of start this off or how to do this. I mean I pretty much knew how to do it, but I tell you, there is some amazing creations out there. I tell you, absolutely amazing. It's a shame I got all boys, they'd be walking around, if I had girls, they'd be walking around in these dresses, all the time. I'm sorry, but I'm a, and I don't apologise for it. I'm not a tomboy. I've always been a girly girl. I like all the. Do you like my polish? I'll show you my polish. It's actually colour changing polish. So when it's cold, and I haven't got, because it's really hot here at the moment, it's blue. But it's blue sort of glittery. But when it's goes cold, it goes like a purple colour. So yeah. So I did that last night. Just going to keep doing this. I think this is I'm not sure what size roll this is. It could be a 50 metres, I'm not sure, and I think 25 metres, I could be wrong, let me just check, will make a good size tutu dress. So I'm not, and I've got some of this like lacy here that I think I'm going to use on the top layer. Okay, so but for now, because I haven't, that's all I've got of that one. I have got some brown tulle, and I'm sure I had some other colours like blue, but I haven't got, I don't know what I've done with them. I'm sure they'll turn up somewhere. Okay, so you've wrapped your tulle around your board. So what you want to do now, so take your scissors and cut along the end. Now, like I said, don't worry about it if it's not absolutely perfect, because you can trim that. So this is what you've got. Now, what I actually wanted to do, now that one's the odd bit, so I don't want that. So these are all, so this is going to be, like, this is the length of your tutu, so it's going to be, like, that's the length of it, okay? So, and it all depends on, you know, the size of your headband and how many layers that it is that you want. But what I think I might do is, I'm going to do like this bottom layer, and then the next layer I'm going to do some shorter ones just to make it puff out a bit more, okay? And what I did want to do was add some ribbon to the end of the tulle, but it would mean getting my sewing machine out and it would take me forever, so I will do that at another you know, project. So, okay, to start off with, what you need to do is, you see these, let me just show you. See these like little squares on the tulle, on the headband. Now these squares is where you want to wrap your tulle around, not the stringy bits in between. It's the squares you want to use. Okay, so I know this is going to be a bit awkward for you guys to see, so I'm going to start off at the bottom, and then we'll just sort of go from there. So what you do is you grab your tulle, twist it around, because this is the easiest way to do it. Find your first square, pull your tulle through, and find the loophole, and then just pull your tulle through, like so. Okay, so that's what we've got. That's our first layer. Okay, and then you just carry on going all the way around using the same method. So make sure they're the same length, just twist them, and then add it to the next square. Okay, like I said, just make sure you're adding it to the square and not to the stringy bit, because obviously the square's a lot longer than a lot sturdier than the stringy bit. And then you just don't pull it tight. There's no need to pull it really tight. Okay, so then we've got our next layer. So then when I do the next row I'm going to do this in this hole here, this bit, sort of like the opposite square. So I'm going along the bottom row here, so when I start the next one it will be in the next row, and I will do that just a little bit shorter, and that way that makes the skirt stand out a bit longer. You know, makes it more fuller, more ballerina style. Okay, so again, and I'm sure going to speed this up, guys, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here watching me, you know, adding tulle to a tin. Okay, so again I'm just going just pull the tulle. There we go. Now I've seen these done on you know, I've seen people create like Elsa, Snow Queen ones. This is an absolutely great project to do. So easy. If for, you know, a birthday party, you can just add a t-shirt, you know, for you know, to go over that little blingy t-shirt for the little girl. Okay, so we'll just add in these all the way around, like so. Okay. So I will come back when I've done the first row. Okay? Okay, I'm back and I've completed my first layer, my little tutu. Now, now what I'm going to do on the second layer, I actually used about 34 of these strips. Okay, but I've done that. It will differ, depending on, you know, the size of your headband. Okay, so now for the second layer, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this one a little bit different. So I've got the 11, I think it's 11 inches, let's just say, strip, okay, and then I've also got a shorter strip, which is about so it's about I don't know, about 8 inches, but because I've wrapped it round the board, it's given me that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those two together, and what this will do, it will give the middle part of the tutu a bit more fluff. And also as well, I'm not going to add, like this one I added up through the loop, this one I'm going to add down through the loop, and that makes it stand up a bit more. Okay, so I'll just put these two together. Now it's totally up to you. I'm not going to do this to every single of these holes here, because it will make it really heavy, but I'm going to do it probably to maybe every other one. I don't know, I'll see how I go. Oh yeah, doing it the wrong way now already. Okay, so what you want to do is get your thing, make sure they're pretty much the same length, and give it a twist, okay, and then you're going to add it downwards. Okay, so if I zoom in for you, so what you're going to do is you're going to add it on this next layer here, this one, that one there, you're going to add it downward, so into the top part of this loop and under, rather than the way we were doing it before. Probably the easiest way to do it is turn your tutu round the other way and do it like this. And what that does is makes this layer sort of face more upwards to the bottom layer, so again it gives you more zhuzh, more fluff. Okay, so you just do the same, pull the tutu, okay, and then this one stands, because it stands more sort of like outwards, okay, so I'm not going to add this extra bit to every single one of these holes, because like I said, it will just make it way too heavy, but I probably will do it to say every second one, but we'll see how we go. So again, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to find the next hole, the next square, just twist that and push up my chawl. Now you can, if you wanted, you could use like a little crochet hook to help you pull the chawl through. It's totally up to you, but it's not hard. Just make sure that when you're doing it, the pieces that you've got are level. Okay, so, and again, just pull it. So, okay. I'm just going to take a single one. And put it through the next hole. And you know, as you're adding, it does get a little bit more fiddly, but like I said, it's not hard. Oof. Let me find. That one. You know, just make sure you're putting it in the right hole, because otherwise it will affect the next layer. Okay, so this is a single one. I'm just pushing it through, and there we go. So what you've got there is sort of like, so one part is going downwards and this one's going this way, and what that does is gives you more of a sticky out ballerina. Okay, so I'm going to add again a long piece and then a short piece. Get rid of these because they're getting stuck in my chawl. So we've got a long piece, and then we want one of the shorter pieces. Okay. And if you wanted to do them all the same length, again, that's totally up to you. You know, it's all, you know, depending on what sort of like effect that you're going for. If you're making one of these with a longer tulle, like let's say like a floor length one, I wouldn't use the shorter headband. I would use the bigger ones, because the shorter headband, it's going to be difficult for it to support, you know, and you'd have to have something to maybe hold it up, like something over the shoulder, some bit of lace or something, because you don't want it falling down, because the tulle's too heavy for the headband. So just be aware, you know, if you're doing a longer one. But not only that, you could also add it to a t-shirt and sew it onto a t-shirt if you wanted to. The last layer on here. Okay, so this is the last we're going to do a 3-layer one. So again, we're just going to push the tulle up. Now you won't look, this will still be elasticated, the headband, just because you put the tulle on, but I am going to add some ribbon to it as well, just for, you know, some extra security. You know, when the Litland's wearing this. Now this will probably fit a, I don't know, 3 to 4, I would probably say. But again, it would be a case of measuring the waist. You know, you can make them to whatever size you want, you know, just by measuring. You can get this headband, crocheted headband, actually on a roll, so you can have it however long you want it. So I'm just adding. It's a shame my camera, I can speed up my camera doing it, the last one, but it's a shame the in real life I can't go super speed. There we go. Okay, just make sure the ends are the same length, and then just, don't do what I just did. It slipped, but it doesn't matter. I'll just pull it back through. Just the length. And there we go. So I would say you would still have loads left over out of, I think that is a 25 metre roll. I could be so wrong, but I don't know. Where are we? Yeah, I could be wrong. But even if you had, you know, they do sell them in 50 as well, so a 50 would be more than enough. You could probably do 2 out of a 50 metre roll. And if you didn't want it this full, you could just do the 2 layers, or even just do the 1 layer. It's totally up to you. but I do like, you know, that yummy sort of full. And these are great for you know, bridesmaids, little bridesmaids dressing up. You know, little girl birthday parties. You could have a tutu party. Do you know what I mean? And you could make these for all the little, you know, the little girls for the party. Tutu party would be absolutely. I would have loved a tutu party and have one of these sitting, you know, waiting for me to put on. Okay, so here we are. This is our final layer. Okay, so these are our 3 layers. Okay, and like I said, this will probably fit even a sort of like a, oh, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 possibly. I am going to add some ribbon just to help with holding it up, and the ribbon I will thread in and out of the top of this top bit here, and then tie a bow. Have it to tie a bow. Okay, so I'm just going to get some ribbon. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to thread some of this ribbon. This is about 1.5 inches. This is from ribbons from Deco Fun, okay, where you get the bow maker from. So I'm going to thread this in and out, and I'm going to do it at every, this side's going to be every 2, and this side's going to be sort of like every 1. So I'm going to bring, so I've done that one too, and then I'm going to bring this one back up through here, like so. So we're back after threading our tutu with the ribbon here. This is going to help you know, tighten or loosen, to tighten the tutu. Okay, so, and it will be, it's not a, it's a slip over or slip up on tutu. And what I've also done off camera is I've gone round and just trimmed up any jagged edges, you know, any so to make it a little bit more sort of uniform. Now, what I've got these little where are we, flowery dangle, and they're like a very pale pink. So, and I'm going to add these to the top. So where I've threaded, let's see if I can show you where I've threaded. So you can see that one there, that one there, that one there. I'm going to add one of these little flowers to there. Now I don't want it to interfere with this, the white ribbon, because obviously that's, you want to be able to tighten, and so the bow goes at the back of the dress. And so now if you wanted, you could have the bow at the front, it's totally up to you. So I'm going to, and these I'm going to hot glue on. Okay, so I'm just hot gluing these onto the tool here. without the tin there, because then it will push it onto the tool a bit better. There we go, that's better. Okay. Middle of the dress, the tutu. Now, sometimes if when you've been, you know, fiddling around with ribbon and it gets a bit creased, don't worry, just use a hair straightener and just on the low setting and just rub it down each side of the ribbon, and that will. So now I'm going to tie. So that's what I'm going to do. we go. Okay, so that's the back of the tutu, and that's the middle of the tutu. It is a very, very full tutu. Okay, so very full. I will try and see whether I can put it on something so you can see how full it is. So I can take photographs of it. Okay, so I will take some photographs of at the end, so you can see the tutu. Okay, if you would like me to do a frozen tutu, a long one, just let me know and I will be happy to oblige if enough people say yes. Otherwise, you know, unless I specifically get asked to make one. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope you've loved watching me make this beautiful tutu, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.